a chance to touch for a second on this next generation, which is Generation Z. As I mentioned, my son is on the young end of Generation Z, but I believe this generation is truly going to be the generation to change the world, and I'm not the only one to think about that. The truth is, they want to change the world, much more so even than millennials. And we're seeing with this generation, not only do they want to change the world, but this is the first generation that perhaps has the tools in place to change the world. This is the generation that is hardwired to understand technology. Think about them. Anyone born in, say, 2009, 2010, and beyond, what's the first thing they saw when they were born? Probably a smartphone or a tablet that was recording the birth. One of the first things they ever did was to touch a tablet to experience it. This is the generation that walks up to the television set, and they all do this, and they try to press on it to get it to interact like a tablet. It's the touch generation. And this generation is going to have the biggest impact, not only the impact as far as changing the world, but also they're going to impact all of us to be quicker, to be more agile, and to be able to adapt, because it's nothing for them to adapt to new ways of doing things. Think about the changes that they've seen in their lifetime. I can look at my son, who's 8, just as an example. There have been many, many changes in the technology space already. So you want to make sure your content's accessible, you're using new tech to communicate, and you want to prepare for Generation Z. We've talked about millennials over the past couple of years, but trust me, this is the next generation that you're going to hear about. This is the generation. I was just talking to a friend of mine who was mentioning that his son likes to tinker in the garage, and he eventually hacked his lawnmower to be able to mow the lawn itself, okay? He hacked his own lawnmower. This is the generation that's going to go out there. If something doesn't exist, they're going to go out there and they're going to tinker with it, they're going to hack it, they're going to build some software, and they're going to change the way that things are done. And they're going to change things like we're trying to do at the Breakout project today and this weekend.